Tonight, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Marcus Jones, a return man. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So here come the Patriots to take over for the first time, led out by the rookie, the third overall pick back in April out of UNC, and that's Drake May.
And we're talking about a young man who's been the talk of the NFL here in September. Came in and looked right at home. His team's 2-0. He's playing well. What's the big thing for him now, though? Not to become complacent. And I think the coaching staff has been working on exactly that.
To the air right away is May. Flush to his right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. On first down, here's May. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Ball on the 36 now. Here's second and a couple. Looking to throw, May. Hunter Henry brings it in. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 26. The numbers for Hunter Henry from a week ago. 11 catches, 101 yards, and a score.
And he's number 6 in the league in receiving yards, and he plays for his team first. But he also, in the back of his mind, he's thinking, if I can get into the top 5, that might affect his bonus in his contract.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. To the air, May. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Drake May, his 11th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with him. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And a nice play on the end of it, an 18-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they're wisely just taking a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. So here come the Jets to take over. Led at quarterback by a man back to full health in season number 20 now, and his second one in New York, and that's Aaron Rodgers.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
In motion left, that's Gage. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 2nd and 6. On second down, a run with Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Now it's Rodgers. They'll set up the screen for Hall. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Play action. May. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stevenson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They go play action now. May sliding out of the pocket. It's caught on the right side at Smith. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. And this is a guy straight out of college. They're not going to try to groom for a year or two. They want him to produce right away.
That's why they took him in the 1st round. They expect him to be a starter right away and a future all-pro. So they don't have any time to wait for him to come along. They want him to play right now to help this team.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. 2 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's May. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down. They'll throw with May. Checking this down to Stevenson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Throwing here is May. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Touchdown! Antonio Gibson, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Patriots go up by 2 touchdowns. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced to punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. And a nice play there defensively. And this is a new acquisition, Charles. You and I were talking about it pregame. Just signed as a free agent earlier this week.
Love when they pick up those guys with something to prove, because any guy who's a free agent off the street, no one else wanted him. So he wants to prove to the rest of the league, you should have signed me first.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. They'll give to Hall. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like he'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. On 1st down, right back to Hall. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now Rodgers. throw right side, complete to Williams. 7 yards there and a first down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He gets it underneath to Hall. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. To throw, it's May. Short pass caught by Henry. Finding room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Now May on first down. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. Throwing now, May on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He finds Douglas complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. They'll look to throw again. That one caught by Gibson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And the Patriots are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's second down. From the shotgun, May with it. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Hunter Henry from 4 yards out. And the Patriots will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Jets going to go on offense one last time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. To throw is Rodgers. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. From midfield, here's Rodgers. He's going to throw one up from the end zone. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to our Timberrod Studios here in Orlando. We'll take a minute and look ahead at what's to come this weekend in week number 3. In the early window on Sunday, one of the best of the best.
A no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Rodgers' throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And check down, complete to Hall. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Here's 2nd and 7. Rodgers now to throw. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Rodgers going to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
High throw, but the catch is made. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll look to throw here. And that'll be complete to the running back, Gibson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Back to throw again. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 22-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. They'll throw on 1st down with May. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Off the play fake. Here's May. He'll buy some time right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
It's been a fun game for him so far, but I think he tried to do just a little too much that time. Give the defense a rare win on that snap.
Flush to his right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Oh, he's been fun to watch in this one. He's made the correct reads all game long and helped stake his team a huge lead. Running, passing, he's made all the right decisions. But that wasn't the right read on that one. It falls incomplete.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The first-round pick looking comfortable in this offense. First down. They'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Drake May, a 6-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking, nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And it is 28-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. So no gain on the play. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Jawan Bentley, the one to get in and finish off the play. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So into Pats territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Throwing is Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to the ground with Hall. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Throwing now is Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone, but the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, You should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. So that drive, 12 plays in length. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is secured by the Patriots. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And he'll be brought down with the first down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. To the air, May. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Looking to throw, May. Pass over the middle, tipped, but he still brings it in. And he will have a Patriots first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Play action. May. Steps away. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. It'll go as a sack and a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 2nd and goal.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. They're going to look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Austin Hooper. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Pats are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's caught inside the 5. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, The second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. Caught left side, Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He dumps this one off here to Hall. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They work now on 2nd and 9. And again, it's Rodgers. Catch made right side by Wilson. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. 3rd down and 6. To throw, it's Rodgers. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Steps away to his left. He'll let this go deep for Bourne. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This is the type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Patriots, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.